We've all doodled on those Zoom whiteboards, but today we're going to up our whiteboard game. Hey there, I'm Rabbi David, your Torah tech guy, and I'm here on Torah Tech Tips, where I strive to give you great tips for your great Torah. We've been in those Zoom meetings and the host has enabled, or maybe you as the host has enabled the whiteboard, and people have been able to draw along with you. It's fun, it's great, it's wonderful. But today we're going to up our game, talking about 3 different types of whiteboards that you might want to use when you're teaching and sharing Torah. The first, actually the one, because this isn't one of the 3, is the Zoom whiteboard. It's a really nice tool. As the host, you can open the whiteboard, people can doodle all over it, they can write, they can type, do lots of different things. One of the most important things to know about the Zoom whiteboard as the host is how to erase when people draw things that you might not want on your screen. There is, up at the top, if you're on a desktop, up at the top, under the annotation bar, there is the option to clear all, clear just your drawings, clear participant drawings. Make sure you know where that is if you're going to allow people to participate in your whiteboard creation. But I also want to share with you 3 other options. The first is Google Jamboard. Google Jamboard is a fantastic tool. It's very much like the Zoom whiteboards. What I love about Google Jamboard, though, is that it lives right in Google Drive. It lives right in my Drive. So anything that I create in Google Jamboard with my participants, I'll have access to, easy access to, right in Google Drive, and I can then share that with anyone else. To start a new Jamboard, you simply click on the plus button in the bottom, or if you already have one that you started up, you can draw all over it. You can add images to it, and you share this with your participants the same way you share any Google Doc. You click on that share button, and you'll be able to give permissions to the different people who are in your group. You can also set it for anyone can access it. That way you can just put the link in your chat in Zoom. The second option I want to share with you is called Miro. Now, Miro is a whiteboard on steroids. Miro is fantastic, and it's not just a whiteboard. It gives you lots of different templates and ways of organizing the thoughts that you might collect on a whiteboard. So, for example, a mind map, a customer journey map, user story map framework. Let's do a new one. We're going to create a shared board. And you'll see I get this blank canvas with lots of different options. And you can see over here on the left for building blocks, meetings and workshops, voting templates, team agendas. I mean, it's just the options are limitless here in Miro. It's a really, really powerful tool. Let's just choose one of these. Here we'll do the Mad, Sad, Glad retrospective. So people, you'll share this link. People will be able to pop in here and participate and show you, categorize or show you by themselves where they fall. And you can, all of these are customizable. Miro is a really, really powerful tool. The third and final tool I want to share with you is called Whiteboard.fi. This actually has become my favorite, and here's why. What Miro.fi does is it gives every individual participant their own whiteboard. So you create a class, you click on create a class, you give it a name, we'll call this one just test. You can enable a waiting room if you want, and then create new class. Then you have a link that you can share with people. You can also throw up a QR code, so if you want people to use their phones, they can just snap a picture of that QR code. And then as people join, they will get their own blank whiteboard. You as the teacher will have a whiteboard, and you'll be able to see everyone else's whiteboard. So your participants can see their whiteboard and your whiteboard. You can see everyone's whiteboard. The reason I like this is that, especially with children, sometimes when you work on a shared template or shared board, it can get messy. Children can by accident, or people can by accident, erase what other people have done, draw over what people have done. This way, everyone has their own dedicated space. And then when you want to, you can show everybody all of the spaces together. I'm just going to open up my whiteboard. So this is my whiteboard as the teacher. And let me see here if I can come in. I'll try and come in with my phone. So I'm going to show the QR code. I'm just going to take a picture of this and it'll open up a link. So now I'm going into Whiteboard FI. It's going to ask me for my name. I'll put in David, join Whiteboard class. And now you can see there's a whiteboard here with my name on it. And if I draw something on my whiteboard, in just a moment, it will magically appear, there it is, right here on my teacher dashboard. All of the other student whiteboards will line up right next to this. There's my whiteboard. Whoops, let me scroll down. I can still see all the others. I can add students if I want. I can search for students. You can put pictures in here, videos, lots of different things. It's completely free. You don't need to even create an account. You can just start a class, send out the link. It's a really, really wonderful and powerful tool. So we've got the Zoom whiteboard, you've got Jamboard, you've got Miro, and you've got Whiteboard.fi. There are lots of other whiteboards out there that you can use. They all come with different functionalities, and I invite you to check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the links to these three and to my favorites down in the description below, along with a link to my website, TorahTechGuy.com, where you'll find links to all of my favorite apps and all of the tools that I use to produce my videos, my Torah that I share online. I hope this has been helpful. I hope that you open a whiteboard and collaborate with your friends, your students, your congregants, and share the most amazing Torah. And I'll see you next time on Torah Tech Tips.